Hey guys, surprise! I'll give everybody a few minutes that might be available to hop on. I just had some thoughts and I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about leading your teams and leadership with your teams. Okay, I'm starting to see some people pop on. So, how are you guys doing? It's Wednesday, hump day, and we have 3 days in the month left to push. We've had a lot of things going on this month with liquid foundations coming back in stock. We've had people pushing for the cruise. We've had new people join our team. We have had the elite bonuses announced. There's a lot of great things going on in our business right now. But there's still people who are failing to succeed in this business. And so I want to talk to you guys a little bit about leadership. And I know that you saw that the title was titled Walking on Eggshells. How many have ever been in that situation where you feel like everything you do, you have to walk on eggshells? Because, you know, you might say something or you might do something that will hurt somebody or will make them upset with you. It is the worst feeling in the world to live your life like you're feeling like you're walking on eggshells, like you can't do anything, like you can't be yourself, like you can't say what you need to say. That is one of the worst feelings ever. Hey Meredith, and so I want to talk to you guys. Wendy, yeah, it's not fun, is it? I know a lot about what it feels like to walk on eggshells and to be scared of making choices and saying the wrong things that will upset or offend somebody. So we've been reading, if you don't have this book, we've been working on this in our leadership class, How to Build Network Marketing Leaders. So I wanted to share some thoughts with you from our reading from yesterday. He talks in the reading yesterday, he talks a lot about helping people understand how to solve problems. Not to solve problems, but how to manage problems, how to think like leaders. And, hey Meredith, thank you. So how to train people to think like leaders. And in the book yesterday, he talked about how in our business we feel as leaders like we need to solve all the problems for our girls or for the people below us. We feel like every problem that they come to us with, that we must have the answer, that we must take care of it for them, that if we don't solve it, that they're going to run away and they're going to go find some other team or some other network marketing company to join. We feel that as leaders, that it is our responsibility to keep the girls below us happy. I want to tell you guys something. It is not your responsibility to keep the girls below you happy. If you can't keep them happy because of back orders, because of the fact that they can't get sales, the fact that that the company didn't call them back, that they handled a rude customer service agent. If you are concerned with keeping your girls happy underneath you, then you don't need those girls underneath you, because they are not in this business for the right reasons. If they are going to walk away because we had back orders, or if they're going to walk away because they dealt with a rude customer service person, then they are not in this for the long run anyways. So do not feel as a leader that you need to fix their problems, that you need to walk on eggshells, and that you need to fix everything for them. That you do not need to do that. I don't do that. I do not fix problems for my girls. If they come to me and they say, hey, I need to exchange something, okay, awesome. This is how you exchange something. You go to customer support. You go to customer support. Oh my God, I cannot get it out. You go to customer support. You send them an email. You can call them. You can, there's different ways you can get a hold of them, and you submit the request and they will take care of it for you. If I have a girl that comes to me and says I can't sell because things are on back order, yes, you can sell because things are on back order. You have to change your way of thinking. If you are thinking to yourself that you can't sell because things are on back order, then you're not in this for the long haul. You're not in it to be here and to work hard and to continue to be successful in this business. If you're upset about a back-ordered product, then you're not going to be here with us for a long time, because leaders do not think that way. Leaders think, if something's on back order, then that means we have amazing products, and that means that I need to go sell something else. If a person comes to you and says, you know what, like I've dealt with customer support is amazing, but every once in a while I've dealt with some people that probably haven't given me the answers that I felt I needed, or the way that I thought that they should handle it. If I was to think, you know what, this company sucks because I got a bad answer or because customer support didn't help me, I wouldn't be here today. You have to train your girls below you to think like leaders. And the ones who aren't going to think like leaders, those ones aren't going to be with our company for a long time. So stop wasting your time. Stop walking on eggshells. It is okay to not have people below you happy. Thank you, Aubriana. It is okay for girls below you to not be happy. You do not have to walk on eggshells. You do not have to make them happy. It is not your job as a leader to keep the girls below you happy. It is your job as a leader to lead them, to give them training, to give them advice, to mentor them, and to provide them with motivation and inspirational thoughts. It is not your job to keep them happy, though. If they are going to get upset about things that are happening inside the company, there's nothing you can do about it. So stop walking on eggshells with your girls. Stop trying to fix all their problems, because you are wasting your time that you could be spending on getting sales, building your own business, recruiting people, providing training for your team. Those are the things that you need to be spending your time on, not fixing the girls' problems below you. Keisha said, I can sell things that are on back order. I keep and I want lists all the time. I watch the website and notify my customers the minute it's going to be available. Yeah, I mean, we've sold for, you know, over 5 months now without our liquid foundation. And honestly, this video is not about back-ordered issues. It's about, I want you guys as leaders, as people who have people below you, and people below you, and people below you. The bigger your team gets, the more that you need to understand this. You cannot solve the problems of the girls below you. A lot of my time is spent with phone calls from people that says, hey, I have this problem going on my team. How should I handle that? You shouldn't handle it. It's not your place. This is not this is not school. You're not their mom. You are no one except their sponsor. So you should not be dealing with drama. You shouldn't be dealing with any of those things. It is not your job to solve their problems, to fix their problems. They are grown women. We have a couple of men. They are capable of fixing their own problems. So do not feel like you have to serve everything to them on a platter. But I do want to say that you do need to be responsible, and you need to be a good leader. You need to teach them the things that they need to be doing, and you need to teach them to think like a leader. So when they come to you with a problem, because when a new recruit starts, what, baby? Your mouth? You got a hair on it? When new girls start, they are going to come to you with problems because they're not going to know how to think like a leader. They're going to come to you with things like, hey, you know, I need to make a return. Okay, awesome. This is how you make a return. You know, that's not technically a problem. The problems that I'm talking about are things that people get held up on, that they say that they can't sell because of this, or that the company's not going to be successful because of this, or it's things that prevent people from being successful in the company. When girls come to you with those types of problems, it is not your job to fix those problems. Okay, Sammy, I will. I will definitely post that. And this is really, like, this is coming all from this book right here. And this is what I'm talking about, how important self-development is in your business. I have reached the top of this company, and I learn every single day because I spend time with self-development, reading books, and making sure that I understand the best ways to run my business and to run my team. So if you're not spending time in self-development, if you need a list of books, come to me. I can give you a list of books. There's so many good books that you could be reading. This, I would say, is probably the first book that you should read, How to Build Leaders, because this job is all about building leaders. You want to find people below you that will become leaders. You want to work as hard as you can to get leaders. So you need to spend time in personal development. But I just want to let you guys know, please don't feel the need to walk on eggshells with your team. It is not your job to fix their problems. Not your job to fix their problems. If they're going to have problems, let them have problems. You have to, I mean, the best thing you could do is try to get them to change their mindset. Because there are some girls who do want to be successful in this business, but they don't know how to think like a leader yet. So that's not saying that I'm not telling you that I want you to just basically abandon these girls because they have a problem. First, you try to get them to change their mindset and how they're thinking about this problem. And the book gives many, many examples, and the best one I can give you is the example of back orders. We heard it over and over and over again for 5 months straight. I can't get sales because of back orders. I can't hit promotions because of back orders. Well, guess what? There was people that were dealing with the same problem that that everybody else was dealing with in the company, and there were still people hitting promotions. I hit a promotion in November, and all of our products were on back order. I hit the biggest promotion in the company last November when all of our products went on back order. There is no excuses when you want success in your life. You will find stuff to sell. You will find people to buy from you. There is never a better excuse or excuse that is, that will take priority of what you're wanting in life. There's girls that are hitting green, orange, purple, blue, pink, hitting promotions and orders, and stuff has been on back orders. So if somebody can do it and they're in the same situation that you're in and you're dealing with the same problem and they're being successful and you're not, it's all about your mindset. It's about how you're handling the problem, how you're thinking about the problem. That other person doesn't see it as a problem. That other person thinks like a leader, and they're turning around and they're going out and they are smashing it. They're finding other things to sell. They're being successful because they believe in their head that that's not a problem, that that's not an obstacle that they need to overcome. So, no walking on eggshells with your teams. Do not feel like you are a doctor, that you need to band-aid everything, that you need to make them feel happy all the time. It is not your job to make your team feel happy. They are, like I said, they are grown women who are capable of taking care of themselves. Your job as a leader is to provide training, to motivate them, to inspire them, and to be an example to them. I think a lot of times leaders forget that you need to be the one that is leading the way. You get complacent. You get, well, I have people below me who are doing the selling for me. I don't need to be doing the selling. No. You need to always strive to be leading your team with sales, always strive to be leading your team with recruits. I have never, ever sold below $1,500 in the 19 months that I've been selling. I have at least tried to stay over $2,000 per month. And the reason why I have success in my business is because of that mindset, that I cannot sell anything below that, that I can't recruit anything below 3 people a month. You have to have that mindset. You have to lead by example. Your team knows when you're not leading with example. They know, because I know when people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. That back office shows. And then it shows by what they're doing on their personal Facebook wall. I can tell how active they are by what they're doing. Are they posting? Are they doing things? Are they coming to trainings? Are they being a part of trainings? Are they commenting in the team group page? I can tell when a person is actively trying to be successful in this business and when a person isn't. And guess what? All the girls below you, they can tell as well. So if you are not busting your butt working on your personal business every single day as a leader, and you're not leading by example, then your girls aren't going to do it either. You have to lead by example. You have to inspire the girls below you that they can be just like you. You want them to try to be just like you. You want them to inspire. You want them to believe, if I could just be like her, then I could be successful in this business as well. If you're not giving your girls that, then you've got to get back to, how am I going to inspire my girls to be successful in this business? And I don't want to be the person to inspire, all 1,700 women. I don't need to inspire all 1,700 women. That's why you guys are there. That's why you're sponsors. That's why you're leaders. You guys need to inspire them. I will do my job as running this team and running the group but I want you guys to inspire them because you guys know them better than I do. You have more of a connection with these girls. So I want you guys to be the leader to them. I don't want them to have to come to me. I want them to be inspired by you and what you're doing in your business. So if you are a leader today and maybe you have one of the lowest PRSs on your team, like I want you to go and look at your PRS, look at everybody's PRS. Where are you at with your team? Are you one of the highest? Are you the lowest? Have you recruited this month? Are you the lowest person that's recruiting this month? And if you're stuck, that's okay. Like, let's talk. Let's work through it. Let's figure out what's going on. But majority of the time, it's your mindset. People come to me and they say, hey, Kayla, I'm having a hard time getting recruits. Okay, the first thing that I ask people is, how much time are you spending on recruiting? Okay. Well, your problem is that you need to spend more time on recruiting. Anything that you're stuck on just means you need to spend more time on it. If I feel like, man, my sales aren't as high as I want them to be this month, guess what? I need to spend more time on my sales. Or, hey, I only recruited 2 people so far this month. Guess what? For the next week, I'm going to hit it hard and I'm going to work my butt off to get another recruit. You have to balance out your business. You have to work it all hard. But you're going to be doing it at different times. So it's really hard to work sales really hard and work recruiting really hard. But you have to balance everything out. You can't just have, 4,000 in sales and not bring any recruits in for the month. You have to have both. Because when you're doing both, then you are growing your business. Recruiting and selling is priority in this business. So if you're wondering why is my business not growing and you've only had 200 in sales this month and you haven't done a party, then there's part of your reason why your business isn't growing. Or if you have only talked to one person about joining your team, there's a reason why your business isn't growing. There's a reason why you're not recruiting. It really is a simple business. You just have to break it down. You have to break it down by recruits, selling, and training your team. Look at all of it. Booking parties. How many people have you recruited? How many people have you talked to? What are your sales at? Like, you should always fight. If you are 100% dedicated to this business, you should always fight to have at least 1,000 PRS every single month and 3 recruits. That is the minimum. If you are hardcore serious about this business, that's where your sales need to be at, because that is the only way to ensure that you're going to be growing. 500 in sales will help you grow, but you're not going to be hitting those promotions. The higher your PRS is, the more likelihood you're going to hit promotions every single month. And I'll kind of give you an example. The first month that I joined with Unique, I was I hit yellow and pink and fast start my first month. My PRS was over 2,000 alone. So I practically hit pink by myself. I had people below me, but I hit pink pretty much by myself. The second month, I hit blue and green as in my second month in with Unique. And my PRS, my second month, was 6,600. And it takes 10,000 to hit green. So I hit blue by myself, and then I practically hit green by myself. And I was recruiting like crazy too. My first month I added 6 people, and my second month I added 9 people to my team. And my team was helping, they were working, but if you want to move up in this business, you have to be willing to work, and you have to be willing to do your part and not rely on a team to do it. Don't say, well, I have 5 girls below me, if they would just do their job, I could hit my promotion. You don't get to think like that. You have to rely on yourself to hit your promotions. And then anything extra your team does, that is an added bonus. You cannot say, well, you guys didn't get me to my promotion. You need to be leading. You need to be pushing for it. And you need to be the person that is making sure that you hit your promotions every single month. When I went for, when I went for black in November, my PRS was almost 6,000 again. Every month that you are in this business, you need to be working your butt off. This month is just a normal month for me, and my PRS is almost 3,000. I have recruited 8 people. Is that something that I need to continue to do? No, I could sit back and I can make money off of all of you. I make Just off of my team alone, I make $10,000. Just off of you guys alone, I am going to make $10,000. But that does not mean that I'm going to sit back and I'm going to collect off of you guys, that I'm going to sit back, I'm not going to work my business, I'm not going to lead you guys, I'm not going to provide training, because that is not what you're supposed to do as a leader. As a leader, you are supposed to work your business, be the example, and lead by example. That is the only way you will inspire those below you to work hard in this business and to be successful just like you. So I will never be that leader that sits back and collects off of you guys. I'm going to push you guys, I'm going to work with you guys, I'm going to train you guys, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you guys are just as successful as me, because you guys deserve it and because you guys have worked hard, and I am not going to let you guys not be successful in this business. So this kind of turned into more of like a leadership talk, but if you're just jumping on, I want you to go back and watch the very beginning and about how you don't need to be walking on eggshells with your team. That was like the main point of this. But obviously I talked about things that I feel really passionate about, because I see so many people or so many leaders that are struggling to get to their promotions or get to the next point. And I know why they're not getting to the next point. I know why they're not requalifying every month, and it's because they're not leading by example. They're not being the person who pushes their team forward and says, you know what, if you're not going to go get the promotion for me, I'm going to get the promotion for myself. This is why people do not move forward in this business, because they sit back and they wait for their teams to do it, and that will never happen. You are not allowed to blame your team for not hitting your promotions. Not allowed. You are not allowed to be disappointed in your team. I hear it all the time. Well, I'm just disappointed in my team. They didn't sell this month. You're not allowed to be disappointed in your team. It is not their responsibility, even though you are a team, it is not their responsibility to get your promotion. It is your responsibility to make sure that you hit your promotion, that you are pushing the girls below you to hit their promotions. It is not their responsibility to get you to promotion. Now, do I come and do I ask my team, hey, I'm working hard on promotion, I need all the help I can get, if we could just sell this amount of money every single day, then we can hit this promotion. Absolutely, I'm going to ask my team below me, but do not ask your team below you to work for you if you're not willing to work for yourself. That is the only time you are allowed to ask your team to work for you. If you have been pushing and you've been working and you've been busting your butt. Do not ask somebody below you to work for you when you're not willing to put forth the work yourself, because that is not fair. You should not get a promotion based off of what your team is doing and not what you are doing. Okay, any questions? Woo! Feeling heated. I don't know. I can't see if anybody is commenting. I think something's up with my live. Somebody type something and I can see if you guys have any questions. Had to get some water. Yeah, I don't think my live thing is working. Okay, well, anyways, keep working hard, and remember, if you have people below you, to follow by example, to be the person with the highest PRS, to strive to be the person with the highest PRS. When you have people like Miranda Broadhead on your team, you can't beat her every month. There's just no way. I try really hard, but it's just not happening. And you have to. There will be a time as well when you have to learn to balance your leadership life and your personal business life, where you have to balance them all. And so there's going to be times where your PRS will drop lower than what you want it to drop, but never lower than your minimum, okay? You have to have a minimum in your head and never allow yourself. If you are a leader, you should always have, and if you're wanting to go far in this business, you should always have minimum 1,000 PRS. So, okay, anyways, well, I'm going to get off. Don't forget that Emily is going to be joining us tonight to talk about momentum in the business and how success loves speed. She is a perfect example of that, and I'm so excited to hear from her. She is a green status presenter. She's a third generation to me. She's under Jody and Jennifer Harple. So tune in tonight at 8:30, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.